I'm Duncan Cannon, and this is Frank Sykes, and we run a podcast called Frank and the Jobber. And if you don't know what a jobber is, it's a wrestler that loses all the time, because I'm an ex-pro wrestler.
And he's great at losing.
I'm great at losing. I'm great. My finishing move was looking at the lights. It was wonderful.
And this is the first time we've ever done any kind of live comedy or anything like that. So
yeah, we normally just record.
We're glad that we could lose our virginity in a room full of people this time.
A room full of people.
And much like the first time, this may be over real quick. So hold on.
Just like our first time, it may last about 30 seconds.
Duncan's from Kingsland. I'm not from far from here. I'm from Hortense.
I'm actually from Jeff Davis County.
And I want to thank the city of Jesup for farting on Hortense every morning when I wake up. I just smell Milliken or whatever it is. I just shoot a bird this direction as I get in my truck, try not to throw up. But at least y'all have red lights,
Yeah,
so I
at least
can't
y'all
really
have
say
red
a whole
light.
lot.
No, Frank farted so bad one time it smelled like Rayonier.
And I want to thank everybody for coming out because it's pretty easy to just stay home and watch Netflix.
It's really easy to stay home.
Disney Plus or whatever the hell just came out, and
Disney Plus?
Yeah. Oh, and we're not typically like your normal stand-up. You can totally heckle us. I love it.
Yeah, we actually will deflect it back at you.
I'm about to turn 40, so I want to touch on that for a minute because I think that not many people warn you for 40, And I decided to join the gym a couple of weeks ago, which was a bad idea. And the last gym that Duncan was in had a last name.
Yeah.
But no, so I joined the gym, and I'm like, man, I'm going to get ripped. I'm going to look good. And I was like, I just look like shit still, and I hurt even more than I normally did. And not enough people warn you about turning 40, and only the guys are going to understand this, but turning 40 and trying to get in and out of a vehicle without sitting on your balls. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody warned me. I've done it so many times. You young people with your small casual balls, you could just jump in and out of vehicles. I have to sneak up on mine and do a karate move to get in there.
You gotta work with some like Newton's law of physics. Just kind of dodge around your own nutsack.
So, speaking of balls.
Yeah, by the way, this is very lowbrow humor, so if you don't like lowbrow humor, this is going to be a very long 30 minutes for you.
This is the least of your worries. My balls actually got me the worst ass beating I've ever gotten in my life. And everything I'm going to tell you, I'm not making up shit. This is all completely true because I've never done stand-up comedy. And I was trying to write jokes, but I'm terrible at jokes. Yeah. So I was like, but enough crazy shit has happened to me because I live in Brantley County, for God's sake. I mean, it's like, it's all I've got to do is just take notes.
Yeah. Hey, Frank,
exactly.
Frank, have you ever got a whipping so bad then you kind of move and your mom just hits you on the back of your nuts?
I got hit so hard.
She just misses and hits you on your balls.
This particular time when my balls got my ass whooped, this dude hit me so hard my shoe fell off. that really happened. This guy folded me like a lawn chair. It was bad. And all it was is, I don't drink anymore because I just can't. Yeah. I'm already an asshole. And so, I've got the old man ball syndrome. Yeah. And I thought it would be funny to pull them over my belt buckle and pull my shirt down and ask people if they've ever seen a Texas belt buckle because everything's bigger in Texas. And apparently no one there had a sense of humor, and some dude put me on soup. He almost knocked my damn teeth out. He beat the shit out of me.
Put me on soup.
And I also just used to do this trick. I had swim trunks that had a hole in the pocket, and I would go to people and say, hey, have you ever seen some hairy rocks? I do this. Got my ass whooped at the beach, too. Really happened.
Like a squirrel trying to fight out of a Crown Royal bag.
Yeah. So this is more of a PSA, public service announcement for everybody.
Just tape your nuts to your leg. It'll help you out in the long run.
I'm glad everyone found the place because this dumbass put the wrong address on the flyer.
I made the flyer.
And I drove an El Camino tonight and drove through the wrong neighborhood about 10 times. And I'm pretty sure the law's looking for me right now because I was riding real slow with the window down, looking out. So 10 blocks that way. I've got to go out this way tonight. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let me perform in somebody's yard.
I want to tell some stories about Brantley County.
Okay.
They're good.
Was it about the song that you wrote?
I did write a song. I wrote a song that almost got my ass kicked a third time. Because when I first moved to Brantley County, the very first day I was there, my dad and I built a house, and we're having a father-son moment, you know. We're like, hey, this is great. You know, we're going to move out to the country, and we're going to build me a house out there. And there's one store in Hortense. Everyone knows the one I'm talking about.
Pages.
And I was the only person wearing a shirt when I was pumping gas. That is a true-ass story. So we pull up there. I'll tell the story behind the song. We pull up to the store. There's a man that rides up in a truck, and he says something, bitch.
Something, bitch.
And this woman beat the hell out of him. Closed fist. I mean, I would not fight this woman.
Yeah.
Like, she whooped his ass. But her friend got out the other side to kick his ass from the passenger door, open the door, and just start kicking him. And she was wearing a prom dress, and she was 40 years old, and that prom dress was 2 sizes too small. And, like, the back fat was kind of hanging out.
Like busted can of biscuits?
Well, in the song, I said the middle of her back looked like a busted can of rolls. She comes from the special place everybody sells their souls, Brantley County. So I posted that song online.
On MySpace, by the way.
I got legit.
You posted it on MySpace.
I got legit death threats over that song because it's pretty spot on about Brantley County. But also, there's a guy that lives behind me. I have one neighbor. He came to my house recently. He was really upset. He said, I'm not even going to try to do his accent. I'm from Claxton originally, so, you know, I'm not country at all. I'm kidding. We're fruitcakes. So he comes over and he says, man, I had a terrible weekend. And I said, well, what happened? He said, I drove all the way to Orlando to play in a poker tournament. I was like, well, that sounds cool. Like, you know, we do poker tournaments at the house all the time. He said, no, you don't understand. They wouldn't let me in because I didn't have sleeves on my shirt. So I said, okay, so you went and changed shirts. He goes, no, all my shirts I've cut the sleeves out of. So I drove all the way back to Hortense from Orlando. I couldn't even play poker.
Yeah, so every shirt he had, he cut the sleeves off.
Absolutely. He works for a gas company. I won't name the name.
That's the most Brantley County thing I've ever heard.
He cut the sleeves out of his gas shirt that he drives around and delivers gas. So that's some Brantley County.
Man.
But it's like I said, I'm originally from Claxton, grew up in Waycross, live in Hortense. But I think the Brantley has rubbed off on me because only this kind of silly shit can happen to me.
Oh, yeah.
My wife said, I've never met my dad. Let's do Ancestry.com and let's see what's going on with that. So, and it was a 2-for-1 special. I said, cool.
2-for-1 special.
Whatever. I'll do it too. So, with the holidays coming up, it's going to be really awkward because I just found out a week and a half ago I have a sister and a brother that we didn't know about.
Oh, man.
And they're older than me. Yeah, do the math.
It's just exposing infidelity.
So my dad's math got a little fuzzy all of a sudden. He's like, now, wait a minute. Me and your mama met in 71. I'm like, yeah, but Tricia was born in 69, Dad. Like, you know, no. See, there's 9 months. You got to add to it. I'm like, no, it don't work that way, dude. So Thanksgiving's going to be a mess this year, man. I've got a brother in Germany. I've got a sister that's fixing to be the mayor of Layton, Utah.
Of course you have a brother in Germany. Look at you.
And the first thing I told her, I was like, you don't get to just come into this family and make me look like shit. I've worked real hard to like be the least shitty in this family. And now you just come out of nowhere and I have a damn mayor sister, you know, and I'm just some idiot. You gotta
step your game up, be a firefighter or something.
Yeah, I know. Well, we won't talk about that.
Let me see. All right, so we're going to get to the nitty gritty. How many people in here have shit their pants?
Don't lie.
No, as a full grown adult, you four in the back at some point in your life, like you maybe had like
he's looking around.
No, you maybe had like a one cheek sneak and it just went wrong or something. You know, like you drop a little rosebud in there. You know, so we have shit stories, but we don't want to gross you guys out. But at the same time, we don't care. We just don't care.
They're pretty good, actually, because both of our stories, most people, when they poop their pants, they're usually at home or they can just get away.
There's no adult way to say poop your pants.
I know. It's funny. It's funny to say.
Yeah. I'll scatter plotting, dude.
You want me to tell mine first, or you want to go first? They're both pretty epic.
You know what? I'll go first because you just took over the first 10 minutes of this all by yourself.
Somebody's got to carry this, man.
Oh, yeah. My back hurts and I'm sitting down.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're sitting down, dude.
No, so I was at Lowe's getting a sheet of plywood. and you laughed at this. You laughed at this last time, but I was, my grandmother was bedridden at the time, and I got a sheet of plywood to put under her mattress. Because, Anyway, me and my dad were hauling this thing, and all of a sudden, I took a gamble, and a lot of people take gambles on this kind of thing, and I rolled snake eyes that day. And what happened was I just let it sneak out, and I just stood there like a robot. I didn't know what to do. And I was like, you need to have someone else carry this sheet of plywood with you, man. And I just had to hobble with shit butt all the way to the other side of the store to the bathroom. And when I realized what happened, I just had to, so both bathrooms were clean, they were getting clean. So they had the bar, and we couldn't go in there. So I had to go to the unisex bathroom, but there was this girl that was changing her son in there, and I was just, knocked on the door, and then the kid was like, "Who's that, Mom? Who's that?" And then finally the kid comes out, they come out, and then I go in there and I assess the situation, and it looked like a Hispanic exclamation point, the one that's upside down. That's what it looked like. And I had to hold it up. I had to hold it up like ISIS hold up a severed head in the mirror and just admire what's going on right now, just to establish dominance to myself. And I left him in the sink, and I had to go home.
You left him in the sink. That's terrible.
No, I didn't know what else to do, man.
You panicked.
No, there wasn't a trash can in there. There wasn't a trash can in there. If I flushed it down the toilet, everybody's gonna know. Everybody is gonna know.
Hey, don't worry, buddy. I gave him the same look when I heard it. I gave him the same look.
Yeah, he's talking to you, dude.
I gave him the same look, dude. I get it.
He's talking to the guy that never shit his pants before.
We don't.
Are y'all sure y'all not neighbors?
Well, let me tell you a little story.
I'm separated at birth.
Yeah, except I'm 15 years older than him somehow. I'm his uncle.
I'm 26, but I look 40, and he looks 26, and he is 40.
What was the old thing with the painting that got all the guys' age? That's what I'm giving him all my health problems. I'm just like, here, you take this.
He's contagious.
So I am. So I'll tell you the story about when I shat myself. It was my proudest moment.
When he shat his pants.
My dad's a bit of a day drinker, and that's important to the story. So he had bought a brand new truck, and we were going to the mud bog in Waresboro, Georgia. And he said, I'm going to pick you up, but you got to drive because I'm too drunk to drive to Waresboro. So I said, no big deal. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, by the way. So we strike out. We stop, order a bunch of fried food, which was great when you have IBS and you're 40 years old. So we did that. I'm driving, and I just stood up straight. And I was like, we have to stop. So I pulled into Harvey's in Waycross. I still to this day will not go in Harvey's because of this. I struck out. I parked in front of the door, put it in park, and ran. I left my drunk-ass dad standing out front with a beer in his hand at Harvey's at 11 o'clock in the morning.
You're breaking up, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah, your mic's fucking up, dude.
It's okay. I'm screwing up. Running Harvey's, jiggle the door. There's some old man in there, and he's yelling. Jiggle the women's. Somebody yelling. She's like, get out of here. So I was like, no problem. I'm going to walk over to the frozen foods, get a little cold air on my face, kind of cool off. I took the gamble. Just remember the gamble.
Yeah.
I took the gamble.
You rolled snake eyes, didn't you?
I rolled snake eyes. It was terrible. I invented the stanky leg. Everybody think it's the rappers. I invented the stanky leg. They call me Poop Pooterson in Waycross.
Yeah, because this is before the stanky leg.
I had to walk like this all the way out to my drunk dad that drops a glass beer bottle and says, "Did you shit your pants, son?" And watch an entire crowd of people stare at me. And I was just like,
They didn't scatter like
I mean,
sprayed
obviously I did, dude. I don't walk like a pirate normally, you know? So he says out loud, "I'm too drunk to drive, and your nasty ass ain't getting in my truck." So I finally negotiated with him that I could take my shirt off and sit on it. So
like
now I'm shirtless at Harvey's. And I had to drive with my left foot and do this. Went to a friend's house who plays in a band with us. I wear a medium shirt. He gave me a 3X, and it was down to here. And it had Ted Nugent on it, no sleeves, and I was still overdressed at the mud bog.
Yeah.
Way overdressed. Way overdressed. It went great.
He looked like the after picture of his friend.
Yeah, it went great.
I think a good segue from here would be who in here has had a shitty job?
Oh. Who thinks they've had the worst job?
What
You've had the worst job.
What's your job? Sales manager at a life insurance company.
What do you hate about it?
Life.
Oh, your boss? Well, we hate your boss too, just so you know.
Yeah,
You're
your
not
boss
wrong.
sucks.
Yeah, your boss sucks.
Your boss can suck a ball.
Yeah. So we were trying to think. We were brainstorming. We were like, what's the worst job that anyone has ever had? Because I've had some bad jobs. I've had some really bad jobs. Yeah. But I found a guy online that gets paid to artificially inseminate dogs. Wait.
That's not the best
Not
part,
the female
guys.
dogs. And he's trying to talk about how great he is at his job and is excited. And I'm going to get to, just so you know, my browser history isn't that fucked up. Like, I'll explain how I got there. I'll explain how I got there in a minute. Okay, so he opens his statement with, he says, "I'm so good at this, I don't even need a bitch in the room anymore." Does he not? I said it to Duncan, I was like, "You got to watch this. Just make sure no one's around."
Oh, man.
But the reason that I found that video is because, I'm just going to say, a friend of mine, family member, friend of mine.
Family member.
Yeah. She raises Jack Russells. And in my circle, I'm the fixer. I fix their cell phones, their car. I can't fix a dog's dick, though. I'll go ahead and tell you that. Because she calls me and she says, "You got to help me. My dog's dick is stuck. Like, it's hanging out and it won't go back in. And this is like a very expensive dog. Like, I don't know what to do." So I was like, "Well, take him to the vet." You know?
Simple solution.
Yeah, simple
take him to the
solution. Take him to the vet. So the vet says, "We will masturbate your dog for $55. That's a shitty job. That's a shitty job. So she calls me. She says, "Frank, they want to charge me $55. I said, "Look, I'm not going to judge you. Save $55.
Yeah.
But it gets worse. So she calls me. I hear a dog whining in the background. She says, what was his name? Butters or something like that.
Butters?
She's like, "I've got Butters in the bathtub and he's crying and he won't let me touch his wiener anymore." She said, "I've been doing this all day."
God.
Oh, and come to find out there was something actually medically wrong with the dog and it wouldn't go back in. But the moral of the story is, if any of you guys are lonely tonight, I can give you her number, and for $55, you'll be good all night. $55 is not a lot of money, man. Come on. Don't be cheap. She might call you a red rocket in the meantime.
That might be the best punchline of the night, honestly. How long did you work on that punchline? That was a good punchline.
We need a shirt made. So
put her phone number on it.
I was talking earlier. Yeah, put her phone number on it. Yeah, I don't like her anyways. I was talking earlier about cars. I have a lot of cool cars and some that aren't so cool. But I conducted an experiment recently. I wanted to see if there was a correlation between what you drive and if people will talk to you. So I first drove, I had a 350Z. It was a nice little car. It's probably the only nice car I've ever had. Drove it, and I would make eye contact with the female pumping gas. You know, hey, how you doing, whatever. All 10 of them talked to me. 10 out of 10 talked to me because they didn't see me as dangerous, I guess, because I drove a little car. You know, they're like, he can't fit me in there. I drove my El Camino. 0 out of 10 women talked to me, but 5 out of 10 dudes talked to me. 3 of them were a little flirty. And I'm not making that shit up. But I inherited my great uncle's van that has curtains, a TV, and a bed in the back. Nice. I drive the shit out of it. I love it. I love it. I drive it everywhere. Guess how many people will talk to you when you drive that? Not a damn person. They will not make eye contact with you. They will not. You can just say, hey, how you doing? And they're already on the phone. Like, there's no one on the phone. They're just turning their back. They're getting a call all of a sudden. They're like, yeah. They're like,
no, and the thing is, he owns a vending machine business, so he does have candy in the van.
I really have candy in there. Yeah, I'm just like, free popsicles, back rubs, and, Twizzlers. What the hell more do you want, lady? Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah, just candy.
The van is a sign, trust me.
Yeah.
It's the stabbing cabin. You want to come in here?
Yeah. Now we talk like we're not educated, but we're both college educated. I mean, I dropped out, but we both been to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both been to college. I had a statistics class in my first semester. There was about 100 people in there. And the first day we go in there, and the guy immediately we're all sitting down. He's like, all right, class. Statistically, 2 of you are going to be registered sex offenders. That was the first thing he said. He's like, statistically, 2 out of you 100 guys are going to be registered sex offenders. And I stood up and I said, not it. Yeah, dude, it crushed.
Well,
and what about you? What's your college experience?
I had a teacher that called everyone's last name except me. She would get to me and she would say, like, Johnson, so-and-so, and she'd go, Frank.
Well, she was supposed to be frank with you.
She made me sit in the hallway for an entire semester. This is a true-ass story.
College?
But I was a clown. I still am, but I was a clown, And
you're a grown-ass man in college. Tell her to eat a fart, dude.
I told her she smelled like Badussi. She was like, what is that? It's like, you smell like booty, dick, and ass all at the same time. She didn't think it was funny. I did. Everyone else thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I got in trouble. My mom beat the hell out of me. Not enough. So Duncan and I were trying to figure out, like, what moment in our life really fucked us up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's funny because his mom's here.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say mine. Which, by the way, my mom's here, and shout out to all the moms out there. They wipe your ass, they wipe your nose, they wipe all your face with the same fucking rag.
You take that shit back. Terry Cannon's a saint.
She's a New Orleans saint.
My dad didn't come because, I don't know, beer. Yeah, he's like, well, I can't stand up. It's 7 o'clock. But in his defense, I would drink if I had me as a shit-ass kid, too. So, Well, we were trying to think, what's the thing that really fucked you up?
Yeah, what fucked you up, Frank? Hey, glad you can make it.
Whenever I was a kid, I have weird sexual desires and fantasies now, and I think this is what kind of turned the tide for me.
Weird sexual desires.
And it all started with when I was about 4. I used to take a shower with my dad.
What year is this? Because what year?
It was about 14 years before you were born.
Okay, great. I was born in 1993.
Yeah. You just take a bath with my dad. And I used to think it was funny to piss on him in the shower. And he never knew it. Because I'd stand behind him and just piss on him. and he's taking a hot shower. Well, I mentioned he drinks, right?
Yeah.
So he figured out that I've been pissing on him for a long time. And he pinned me against the wall with his foot, and he pissed. He did like an elevator piss. He started here, and he pissed all the way down my body and all the way back up. I've never took a shower with another person since then.
Yeah?
And now I like chicks to pee on me. I don't know. Maybe this is... Damn it, Tommy, you did this to me. I'm very glad he didn't show up now.
Oh, man. R. Kelly relationship.
See, that's what I was getting at. You actually stole my joke. I was going to say I was R. Kelly before R. Kelly. You know? I'm going to piss on you.
Man.
Well.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I'm too loud to be in here.
No, you're all good. You want a
You're too
microphone?
loud. No, I like women yelling at me. I'm used to it. I feel at home.
That's the thing. Like, there's not many people here, but they're beautiful people.
Yeah. I was going to roast the crowd, but actually,
Yeah, my wife's beautiful. She's over here. I'm sorry.
Whispering in my ear.
Oh, man. Yeah, tell us. Come on.
Well, you're like, this motherfucker's actually married? Is that what you said?
I gotta go back.
The bathroom's that way.
Oh, come on. You're fun. I know.
She's got to go complain to the manager.
There's guys talking about dog poop in there and peeing on each other.
They just talked about shitting their pants for about 1/3 of the show.
It's lowbrow, guys.
Yeah, this is lowbrow shit.
We're literally never. We still haven't done comedy, but we're swinging for the fences. Yeah. Duncan, would you like to add anything?
What to?
Since I'm a tornado of words tonight.
Man, I got nothing, man. I'm just looking at you, man, and I don't know if I should roast you or roast somebody from the crowd.
Roast me. Go ahead, you piece
You
of
look
shit.
like what little boy outside is freezing because you're wearing his clothes.
It's funny.
You're wearing like a 10-year-old's outfit right now.
Wow. It's great.
Yeah.
I shop at Baby Gap. It's fine. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Well,
When you go to the haircut place, do you say, "Give me the Jimmy Neutron,"
Oh.
or do you just
Man,
hold up a
you're
picture of a
relevant as
duck's
shit.
ass?
Wow. You know what? I'm not a mean person, so I'm not going to roast
Well,
Duncan.
you told me to roast you. I could have just roasted Ricky with his terrorist beard in the front.
Oh, man.
You're gonna bring don't bring a backpack,
Duncan,
dude.
I'm surprised Duncan showed up. The McRib is back. Duncan's a 52A cup, everybody.
Yeah, I'm a 52A cup, guys.
Yeah.
You
My
look like you
wife's jealous of
Airbnb
Duncan.
trap houses.
Do what?
You look like you rent out trap houses.
I do, actually.
All right, let's divulge. We know when things don't land. We're new to this shit.
Yeah.
Let me see. I was taking notes. We were talking earlier. I was taking notes. There's one thing that says "woman pissing in bottle $50." What does that mean?
Wait. I forgot the best story of them all.
Was that the best story of them all?
The best $50 I've ever spent. Real story. I can tell you after the show. And I may have her phone number too. So I used to tour with this band. And because we're musicians. And believe me, we're about to run out of jokes. We're going to have to sing. It's going to be shitty, trust me. So we were on tour, and I met this lady, and she was nice. And we were having a battle of the sexes argument back and forth. And I gave her the easiest answer. She said, well, women can do anything that a man can do. And she proved herself correct. I said, you can't pee in a beer bottle. I bet you $50. This lady pulled her underwear off, had on a dress, and she peed down her leg, down her toe.
Oh, man, she did the stream technique.
I gladly gave her $50.
Man.
That's the best $50 because I tell everyone that story when I meet them.
Man, now that's really smart. She did the stream thing. It just rolled down her leg. Did she have any drippage or what?
I totally took her home too.
I bet you did.
I was like, I got a shower at the house. She might live in Brantley County.
Yeah, she might. Yeah, that's actually the thing. Let me see. Yeah, that is actually all the time we have unless Briggy wants us to go on for a little longer. You want to keep it going? Oh, hell. What do you want to talk about then? We'll go for another 10 if you want.
All I have is fart jokes. Like at this
Oh,
point.
shit. Oh, man, he wants us to do a whole podcast.
I mean, I had a...
Yeah.
The bar don't close till 2, so.
Yeah.
I had a whole segment of how to keep a man happy, but Duncan doesn't really want me to do that.
No,
one.
it's dumb, dude. It's not as funny as you think it is. Ricky.
I think it's great.
Ricky, you were talking. You were just talking. Yeah. Ask me a question. Come up to the mic and ask me a question.
Oh, shit.
Who wants life advice? I can't
I'll
give it.
the best relationship advice.
No, just
relationship advice.
Who
is what
wants?
I call it.
Who wants us to answer your questions? Stonehenge in the back. What's up, dude? You have any questions?
Hey, man, I am batting 1,000% tonight.
You're batting 1,000. What do you mean you're batting 1,000%?
My balls don't drag. I ain't shit myself. I like myself. Y'all making me feel good.
Is your name White Privilege? What is your name?
Well, we're glad that we can touch one person tonight.
No, what's your name?
If only one person walks out
I
here
want
feeling
to
better.
know this guy's name. What is your name?
I'm almost 65 years old, and I'm going like, oh, shit.
You know what? You seem like a nice guy. I hope you don't sit on your balls
I
tomorrow.
just got one, dude. I got one question.
And I can even jack myself off.
Hey. Oh wow. Oh wow. He said he could jack himself off. Hey. No, here's the deal. I got one question to ask you.
What's that?
Do they touch the water? They don't touch the water? You don't make tea?
Oh man, you know what? You are a blessed man.
This guy's
Let's hear-
awesome. I love this guy. He said he's batting 1,000. That's going to be the name of this episode. We're going to publish this online, and the episode is going to be called Batting 1,000 with
Don't
Frank
worry,
and the
none
Jobber.
of you are in the video. It's all us. But
We're all batting 1,000 here tonight.
I think we should probably end on that high note right there. I am very glad that one person gets it,
One person gets it, man.
and I'm
Who are
gonna.
you with? Yeah, you did a thumb thing, but I didn't hear any names. Oh, y'all married? Yeah. How long? 10 years. Yeah. Yeah, you're batting 750 now, dude.
Stop
Mr.
while you're
Remember
ahead.
Mr. 3000 with Bernie Mac? Remember how shitty that movie was?
That was a damn good movie. Shut your chicken bounce for this.
What's up?
When I get out of bed in the mornings, what hits the floor first, my feet or my balls?
God, why don't we give this dude a fucking microphone?
Hey, just so you know, my name's Frank Sykes. I'm gonna dump this shit bag here.
Yeah,
You're
well,
welcome
fuck
to do
me, dude.
comedy
You're-
with me from now on. Hey,
You want a podcast? This dude's fucking awesome.
Can you run Windows 10? That's the only requirement.
Yeah, you just have to run Windows 10.
Or as Duncan calls it, Windows 10. I got Windows 10. I lick Windows and Windows 10. I like both. I live in Hortense, dude. I ain't picking on shit. I am a redneck.
Dude.
There's a difference between rednecks and Hortense. I mean,
What?
Yeah, we're a different kind of people. I get it, dude.
Yeah, dude. You look like a mechanic from Burlington Coat Factory, dude. I didn't know they did tires, dude. Oh yeah. What's your favorite thing to work on?
I can tell you another story about Brantley County and rednecks. It's pretty
Oh
good.
God, here we go.
So, oh man. So, the guy I was talking about earlier with no sleeves, right? Had to come back from Orlando. He called me and says, he kind of snorts. He says, Frankie, I'm going to have a poker game out here at the house. Bring a bunch of people from Waycross. They got money.
Okay.
I hate to tell you, Waycross ain't got shit. But, so I brought a bunch of said people with said money. And I brought a bunch of people from work thinking they're going to have a good time. And these are not the people I hang out with are not upper crust people, so I don't want to even put that out there. they're shitty, but they're Waycross shitty. There's a difference in Waycross shitty and Hortitz shitty. So
It's like the difference between syphilis and chlamydia, huh?
what one makes you itch? Anyways. You know, I saw Duncan naked one time, speaking of STDs.
Did you?
He had so much powder right here, he looked like he fucked a donut. I wasn't going to say it. You went there.
Oh, God.
So anyway,
You look like a raccoon dipped in crude oil.
So I bring all the people from work thinking we're going to have a good time, you know, and I didn't warn people because I think everyone kind of knows about Brantley County. They don't.
They don't.
I brought people that were overdressed. They were a little stuffy. We go in this little outhouse place to play poker and everything, and I'm like, everybody is cool, you know, because they're looking around kind of like, what the hell? The sleeveless guy comes out and he says, everybody, I'm sorry if I act a little weird. I come out the shower with no clothes on. I tried to fart on my boy and he punched me in the asshole. My fart imploded in my stomach and now I don't feel right. Swear to God.
In his stomach? Is that what you said?
Yes, and at the time I worked for a place and my manager was sitting right across from me and he just stared at me like, I will fucking kill you if I ever get out of this place.
Oh my God. He said he knocked a poot in his stomach. A fucking poot. Not even a fart, just a poot, a little poot. A little one.
A little.
He said he wasn't feeling right after that.
Yeah, he said he wasn't. He says, I'm sorry. So the guy, my manager, sat across from me, and he texts me, and he goes, I'm going to fucking kill you when I leave here. And I'm like, I hope you have a good time, Poop Pooterson. That's all I sent back. I live walking distance. So I was like, hey, I got to take a piss. I'll be right back. I walked all the way to my house, and I left his ass there for about 30 minutes. And I'm going to make it worth it. Come back, he's having the time of his life. He was like, man, they're cooking for me and everything. I'm like, they're probably going to breed you later, dude. Like,
Breed you?
You know, I was like, you have all your teeth and you look, you know, remotely handsome. You're fucked tonight, dude. And that segues into my this little joke. How do you know that the toothbrush was invented in Brantley County? Was invented because it would be called a teeth brush.
Oh, yeah. Because there's only one tooth to brush?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One.
I can't do the cricket noise, man. My old drummer used to do that shit all the time. I can't do it.
You look like you eat rocks for cereal.
Man, your teeth look like fucking line of urinals, dude.
That came from one of our podcasts. I couldn't remember who Gary Busey was. Remember the actor? And I was like, the dude's teeth was like urinals. That motherfucker. I want to piss in his face when I see him. He's like, you mean Gary Busey? And I was like, yeah. He knew what I was talking about.
You like a pizza delivery mime.
Yeah. You look like Pizza the Slut.
You look like you drank a bunch of maple syrup and didn't swallow it. What do you guys want to talk about?
I did tell the story about how you fucked a donut, though. That was pretty funny.
I didn't think that you could actually execute the fact that you could fuck a donut. I didn't think you would execute that as a joke. Because all you said was powdered donuts. Write down powdered donuts in the notes, you says. Now, Frank is fucking crazy, though. Let me just segue to that. Frank is fucking crazy. This guy will get in a fight with anybody, no matter how big or small. And he has these fucking noodle arms I'll just wrap around you and strangle you. This dude got fucking noodle arms, man. He'd be like, you want some Italian food? You want some fucking I got some Italian food for you.
I had a girl that I was talking to. I'm kind of going off cuff here because I was talking about being 40, and Duncan kind of keeps me young, you know, because he's young and hip and knows all the cool shit or whatever, and knows about computers or whatever. And I use those things with beads to count. That's how I do calculus and shit. So those things with beads and shit. Yeah, an abacus.
Abacus,
dude.
know,
I can't even spell abacus.
Is that shit you play with at the fucking in the waiting room, huh?
Yeah, at the dentist office. Yeah. So I met this woman. We were playing a show, and I was talking to her, and just out of nowhere, she goes, wow, you're really cool. I'm like, bitch, I know I'm cool. Like, why are you going to tell me? And she says, well, when I met you, you were a 5, like a 5 in here. Like, if I saw you on Tinder, I would swipe right. But now that I've talked to you, you're totally a 10. And I was like, wait a minute, back up. What's Tinder? And then she told me what Tinder was, and I was like, here, I'm gone. I got to download that shit. I was like, there's an app where you can fuck people? I was like, we used to have to holler at girls back in the day and call them and hope their dad didn't answer.
Man, hey. Ricky, I got a hypothetical to run by you. All right. What's like your dream girl? No, not like what's your dream girl?
Like, what you mean? Like,
You just shut up and answer the fucking question.
what you mean?
What's your dream girl? Okay, so you're
She looks like she got.
all right. So your dream girl, you take her home, and you know it's the total package for you, right? You show her your Dragon Ball Z action figures and shit, and you know shit's about to go down, and she's stripped down, she's in bed waiting for you, and then she says, "But Ricky, I want to lick your butthole." What do you say? You said no.
This is the woman of your dreams.
Okay. So she takes her hair off. She takes her hair off, and then she says, "It's me. It's your dad. I raised a good boy. You passed the test."
And you don't want me to talk about my relationship advice? Fuck you. Like, come on, dude.
I just wanted to see your face after I said that.
Wow, Jesus, man. I don't even know you anymore.
I just took you guys down a really short roller coaster. Yeah, it's a very short roller coaster. Normally this goes on way longer than this, and like someone catches on fire or something like that. But you just took the fucking bait, dude.
I just shit a book on how to puke listening to that. Jesus.
What, someone wanted to lick your butthole?
You should have let him. No, I didn't.
Well, you didn't want her to get E. coli or something?
She was like, it feels good. I'm like, I don't want it.
Are you saying you faked your orgasm?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't do that. I lived a girl's leg before.
You broke a girl's leg before?
I want to tell that story.
Yeah.
Wow. Never mind everything I was just about to say. You just trumped it all. I'm like, well, never
Jeez, I hope
mind.
she's okay.
I do some PG-13 shit compared to what you do, dude.
Did this happen in high school? Because all I remember is Giovanni getting hit by a car. You remember that? Oh, yeah. This dude got hit by a car in the parking lot, and he flew. It was like the Matrix. He flew at least 20 feet, and it was like whenever Neo got kicked in the chest. No, one of our friends. His name's Giovanni Hansley. I'm going to tag him in this.
He got hit. And he fell to the ground, got right back up. It was like, damn.
Yeah, he just got up like nothing happened.
I'm fixing to walk off this motherfucker.
Yeah. Walk off.
Mainly because you stink.
Yeah, walk off, dude. With your fucking Grillmaster 5000s. Look at those things.
Don't hate on the New Balance, man.
Man, those fuckers look like old Balance, dude.
Wow. Dude, coming from a
Jeez.
guy with a 6 head.
Yeah, dude.
You have my hairline. I'm 40, and you have my hairline, you piece of shit.
Dude.
I just think it's funny. Only your head grows. Like, as I've known you, your head's gotten bigger over time.
It was like Peyton Manning's forehead every Super Bowl win.
Duncan can't wear a necklace because he's necklace.
But enough about that. We're a podcast team, guys.
And we're going to be on 106.3 in the morning on the radio. For some reason, they're going to turn us loose on live radio.
Yeah,
It's going to be a disaster.
does anybody know if 106.3 K-Bay over in St. Mary's reaches over here?
It doesn't pick up here.
It doesn't pick up here?
Good.
Fuck you guys then.
They live stream online.
Yeah, they live stream online, but who the fuck's going to open Internet Explorer at 5:45 in the morning?
For some reason, this chick invited us back tomorrow. And apparently she snooped my Facebook and she found out that I eat potted meat. She's going to have a field day with that.
No, she,
a
on her way
delicacy.
out today, she was like, good luck on the show, and I'm going to buy a whole bunch of potted meat for Frank. Apparently, you're going to eat a whole shit ton of potted meat tomorrow.
Sounds
on
like
air.
a party.
This dude eats like shit, by the way. I wanted to mention, this is the only guy. Hey, hello. Close the door again. Hey, it's good to see
Duncan
you.
has watched me eat an entire pizza.
I watched this dude eat an entire large pizza by himself, polish off a 2-liter, and then ask for more, dude.
But this guy's got me beat because his balls don't drag the floor.
Yeah, dude, this guy...
Thanks, guys. Our time's up.
Yeah. It's been up for like 20 minutes. But
Thank you for watching us lose our virginity on stage.
thank you so much, guys.